Okay, well, I just kind of wanted to show my little project and just talk about what I plan to do here. So this is kind of my front yard. I don't have the measurements, but I would presume that this is something on the order of 12 feet right here, maybe 16 feet. We're looking at 8 feet this way, and maybe as much here as 20 feet to the edge of the driveway there, and maybe another, I don't know, 18 feet going along the driveway here. So the plan really, uh, what I would like to do is I would like to plan to start planting some trees and shrubs into a fedge. And I think I'd like to start, I'll probably trim and prune this bush here back quite a bit. And I will just plant some trees and shrubs about 2 feet away from the edge of the driveway. So as these things expand, the vehicles won't be expanding around them. But just keep, planting all these different trees along the edge of the driveway, and then come to the corner there, and then every foot or so keep planting more trees and shrubs um, as I go along. And basically what I want to do is I want to create this little shrubby bushy thing kind of along this line here, right? And then I want to do the same thing here, and actually I'm planning on growing some rather taller trees along this edge here. And this hedge, I believe, is probably the neighbor's. So I'm just going to grow some trees in front of it. And just so you know, north is that direction there. And so therefore, my southerly exposure is that way. Um, I'll probably put a gate eventually here, a little swinging door gate. I'll probably leave it open in most cases. The mailman does drop off my mail over here, so I'll need to let the mail get through. But the mailman does tend to walk across the yard, and I appreciate his need for efficiency there. But I want to plant some stuff, and so I definitely want to keep people from using my yard as a shortcut to have access to the sidewalk. And also the neighbors have some teenagers that like to just cut across the yard. It's no big deal, but if I start planting stuff that I want to use for food and stuff like that, I don't want them walking over my Swiss chard and such like that. So basically, this fence will provide some privacy for me. We really don't get to use the front yard very much because um, it's kind of small, and right now Anna and Freya are fairly small, and Anna could run out into the road, and we just like some privacy. I would like to screen the front yard from the road and from the neighbors, and I'd like it to be more productive. This is the one really sunny spot on the property, and so I really would like to transform this into something very productive for me. I feel that having shrubs and trees along this edge here will really help. And it probably about hip high to anywhere to, I don't know, chest, neck high is probably the maximum I want this fedge to get as it grows up. And after um, I plan on planting this fedge, and I also want to plant like some Russian olive here, along with a fruit tree, probably like a persimmon, and then do probably maybe something else, wild cherry with sea buckthorn, and do any maybe a wild pear with another Russian olive, and then do another Russian olive over here in the middle with some other kind of a fruit tree. So the idea kind of here will be to be having some kind of nitrogen fixing tree or shrub planted right next to a fruit tree, a productive fruit tree of some sort, fruit or nut, and I don't know how many I'll be able to get. I'm going to remove these boxes. These are my front yard boxes right now, but eventually I'll probably have something growing along this line, and I'd like to do again some taller. Again, I want to do this nitrogen fixing with the fruit or nut productivity. And maybe one right there. So this is generally what I'm thinking about, and I'm going to prune these trees back. I don't want anything to be taller than really where these windows are getting. Because I want to have a view of the street from the windows. So we're talking, I'm probably not going to allow these things getting much higher than 8 feet high. Um, maybe I could let them get up to this, level here, but that's probably as far as I want to let this go. But this will do right now. This yard just gets baked in the summertime. I have to really water to keep the hydrangeas down here happy, and I just feel that there's so much sun in this front yard that I would be happier if I can create some shade and privacy, and then I can create some trees that will grow vertically. I'll make use of vertical space, and these trees, of course, and shrubs have a lot of leaf surface area, so the photosynthesis productivity is going to be greater than if I planted with a whole bunch of annuals. And then as ground cover, I plan on doing like lots of clover and lupine and vetch and then also some Jerusalem artichokes and strawberries and various other kinds of low ground level stuff. And so basically the grass will be gone, and the plan is to have just this herbaceous area with these trees. And as the trees get a little bit bigger, I want to start using vine layers. So I'd like to grow beans or maybe some squash or any kind of vining plant. I might have to go soon. Maybe use the trees as a trellis for tomatoes or something like this. Freya's getting upset, so I need to attend to her needs at the moment. But that's kind of the plan. That's what I have envisioned for the front yard.